Peace and greetings, peace and greetings, peace and greetings. Etoy here and back with another show on mental health and what does that look like. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to all my viewers that has been tuning in each and every week, and to my new viewers, for rocking out with me. Y'all been here with me since the beginning. Y'all seen my mistakes. Y'all seen the laughs, y'all seen the tears, y'all seen the cries. And I just want to say thank you. Today we have a heavy hitter in the house. Yes. Today we have Miss T, Harlem Heroin, from BET's own American Gangster Trap Queens by Little Kim. Yes, we have Miss T, the Harlem Heroine, in the building. Okay. Yes, and she's going to be on and she's going to tell, her story and things of that nature. So before we get into it, y'all know how I like to do. I like to start with a prayer because especially being that we got this, this heavy hitter in the building. I got a lot of heavy hitters that come through, but we got to make sure the energy is right and stay right. So let's bless this podcast right now. Let everybody get this blessing. Give thanks to the Most High. Mm. I give thanks to my Egun. I give thanks to my sign guides. I give thanks, I give thanks, I give thanks, I give thanks. May this podcast be blessed. May the words that are supposed to come out of my mouth be blessed. And remove all blockages, remove all darkness, remove all demons, remove all negative entities. For whoever's not supposed to see this or hear this or whatever, remove it. We don't need no trolls, no haters. This is all positive energy here of all kind, whether it's human or spirit. And I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for closing all the doors and all the portals that needed to be closed in order for us to get here to this step where we at right now. I want to say thank you for blessing me and blessing your children for watching my show each and every Thursday. Thank you for having your children on my show, supporting my show and telling their story. Because this is a mental health show and everyone at some time or another needs to express how they feel. And everyone needs a hug. Everyone needs love. Everyone needs positive reinforcement every now and again. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you. I give thanks. Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Yes, we got to bless it up before we start. So before I bring in, yes, Harlem Heroin, Miss T, I want to talk about The Alchemist. There was a time a few years ago when I was going through a rough time and I didn't know where I was going in my life. And I was vending at Nicholas, downtown Brooklyn, in Best Style, vending my products, and I was going through a tough time. And she gave me this book, Monique, the owner of the store, gave me this book. She said, if you need to know where you need to go in life, read this. And this book is nothing short of amazement. When you want to talk about omens and signs and following your personal legend and doing what it is that sings to your heart, make sure you do that. And always remember, whatever you want to do in this life, and you mean it with your heart, the universe will open up all the doors that's needed for you to go through because the universe wants you to be happy. Because if you're happy, the universe is happy because you are connected to the universe. So always remember that. So without further ado, let's bring in, let me see if she's still on. Yes, she's still here. Ah, my sis. Ah, the one and only Miss T. Yes, this woman is so phenomenal. She is so strong. She could conquer anything that come in her path. I used to work with this woman, and let me tell you something. I know her personally, okay? So it is an honor to have her on my show because, yes, she is a boss and always was a boss and carry herself as a boss and she is a queen. So without further ado, let's welcome Miss T, Harlem Heroin.
Thank you for that introduction.
It's no problem, sis. You know how we do it. I just want to say to you, thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come on my show. Right? You know you blowing up all over the world. You know when we first met, but I said it.
Yeah.
I said I remember when we first met, right? And we was in the cafeteria, and you was talking about your book and things of that nature. I have bought a couple books from you. Um, but no, you have published this book came out when I came back from maternity leave.
Yeah.
I just came back from maternity leave. And when I came back, I had published this book. So I said, "Oh, you get that book." And you had wrote something so simple in the book, and I said, you better go back and rewrite that like as if you know me." I knew I knew you was going to hit. And my sis, Miss T, wrote to Etoy, "Thanks for your support. Enjoy. You are a beautiful soul. God bless, Miss T. Thank you." I send
Uh,
that love back to you. You are beautiful soul. You are
Thank
admiration.
you.
Uh, I, I I admire you, and I admire how you just handled everything. You handle troubles or confusion or challenges. And what up? Let's let you tell your story because you can tell it better than me. I just had to give thanks to you.
Thank you.
Sweetheart. T.
Yeah. Well, hello, everyone. Are you just talking about? I read that book, The Alchemist, when I was working at Black Tech, and it blew me away. And I was, I think, I don't know if it's a guy at the job gave it to me. He wasn't there long, but definitely a good book. But yeah, hello, everyone. I am Miss T, the author of Harlem Heroin, My Love Affair with Street Life and the Movement with it. And that book is my life story, but it derived out of pain. I had been through some things in my life, and mostly because I lost someone. So that book was birthed, and it was for the intention to save lives
Mm.
because I lived a certain kind of lifestyle, in the drug game. Almost every man I was with was in the drug game, and people think that life, although it's not conducive to living a productive lifestyle, but some people who saw it from the outside thought it was all about money, cars, clothes, but in the background, it's a lot of things that was going on, and I lost a lot of lives out there to that game. So my point was to write this book and let people understand that it wasn't what they thought it was. You know, yeah, it wasn't what they thought it was. I'll give all the money and the cars back to bring those lives back. Yeah, yeah,
So there was some I seen in on Trap Queens. You said it was a part where and I read it in the book as well before the Trap Queens came out
right.
about when they tried to rob. I remember you told me this story yourself. You was pregnant with your daughter. And they tried to come in and they tried to rob you. That's when your phone was away. He had handed the empire over to you. Because he trusted you, to handle it. And they shot you. He was fighting for your life. Can you go into
Well, that time when I got robbed and got shot 2 different times.
mm,
I mean, they were separate incidents. Sorry, but chill. I was in a game. My husband had got locked up, and my brother-in-law felt that I didn't deserve to take over the organization or the operation, which my husband felt like I could, and I could. and I was capable of doing that. And jealousy set in. So he sent three individuals into my home to rob me. I'm 21, 6 months pregnant. I got three guns to my head. It's three individuals in there. And anything could have happened. Thank God it didn't. But yeah, I was swatting the guns away from my head because I was scared that one might go off. You just never know. And then you have people that want to shoot somebody just for the feel of it, to see how it feels. And there was one guy in there that I thought, well, he said he was going to kill me. So I was like, this might be the one that, just might want to do it. But I wasn't going to give the money up that easy. I had to make sure that, listen, I could have this money. Um, just, spare me and my unborn child's life. And, I'm here today to talk about it. Thank God. But that's what that lifestyle brings, that type of energy and negativity. Yeah, I can't hear you.
Sorry about that. Was you
Mhm.
ever fearful for your life outside of that? Just being that you was a woman holding down the whole drug empire.
Was I ever what?
Fearful for your life, being that you was a woman holding down the empire.
No, because I had been hustling since I was like 15, off and on. So I wasn't really scared to take over. And it was something that I needed to do. I had to step in those shoes, and I was prepared to do that. You know, I wasn't fearful at all, to be honest
Hmm.
with you.
That's amazing. How you was a woman just step right and feel the man's shoes and just was like, hey, I'm here,
Yeah.
I'm this T, and this is how it's gonna go down. And that's how I always known you to carry yourself. You know, I see. I remember you used to always talk about these gator boots. You said, "Girl, I got some boots that will bite." Remember you used to always say that. So
Uh-huh.
I see that. I'm going to show some pictures of you. But first of all, I just want to talk about how proud I am of you just
Oh
being,
yeah.
on the runway of the
Yeah, I made it to
BET.
BET, the red carpet.
Yeah, and that is such a beautiful picture.
Thank
It's so
you.
beautiful. And when
Yeah.
you look at these your old pictures, what feelings do you get?
I mean, certain pictures, like that picture right there, I was in Las Vegas. That's a custom made suit somebody made me. It has dice all over it. I mean, I have fun coming up. I can't say I didn't. I had a ball despite the things that happened. And again, trouble comes with that lifestyle, you know. Yeah, I
Now,
definitely had fun.
did you deal with any mental illness like PTSD?
I'm sorry
After
about
those,
that. I'm
I
sorry,
said,
say that again.
did you deal with any mental illness like as far as PTSD or anxiety?
Oh, yeah. I mean, because when I got robbed, I was 21, and when I got shot, I was 24. So I've been living with PTSD and anxiety for 27 years now, maybe.
Mm.
Yes, I've seen a psychiatrist. They tried to put me on meds, but I, me personally, it's like I just felt like this is something I got myself into it. Yes, because I made choices, and there are consequences for those choices that I made. I medicine and meds, couldn't, I just can't take medicine for that.
Give
I
thanks
deal
for
with it.
that.
I understand what happened to me. Um, I pray. I'm a God-fearing woman, and that's kind of how I get through. To be honest with you,
Do you have any
but it's
regrets?
definitely it's a daily thing. This because it was one time where I have gates. I keep gates on windows and stuff sometimes. If I move into apartments, I have to have a gate up. And there were times where I would wake up in the middle of the night, check the whole apartment. I knew nobody wasn't in there, but I don't know. I just felt like I had to just check everything. It was a constant thing for a minute. Now I sleep through the night. But what I'm telling you, this
Right.
was just maybe 6 years ago, so it was more recent. Even though those other things
Wow.
happened to me almost 4 years ago. So yeah, it's a constant thing with anxiety. When I'm in certain places and the crowds are there, I can't really do it. I'm constantly looking. And I grew up in that lifestyle having to be aware anyway of who's who,
Mm,
where I'm
right.
at, make sure nobody's following, so that's a constant thing for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets? I know
Regrets?
you said that you had fun coming up. Was there any regrets?
I don't, you know what? Nope. The only regret I
Mm,
ever had is I had an ex-boyfriend that died of brain cancer in 2009. And I had broke up with him some years before that. And I don't know, for some reason, I felt like I could have saved his life because he
mm,
probably was with women who only cared about his money as opposed to caring about him as a person. And he had a big heart. But
mm,
I'm gonna be honest with you, anything that I went through, I don't regret it because it made me the strong woman that I am. And I've always been a strong person. But if I always say, if God put me through all that to tell my story, then it was all worth it
yes.
because I have men, and I would love to save the black man from themselves. And I have men that reach out to me constantly saying, thank you for your story. And they say, see, every time I think about going out into the street, your story humbles me. That makes
Mm,
me feel good. I have
mm,
parents that reach out to me. I have a documentary on YouTube. It's at 2.6 million views right now. I have parents that make their kids watch that documentary to deter them from going out in the street.
mm.
Yeah, and again, it's my purpose to at least save one life. I'm okay with what happened back then, So God kept me for a reason.
I can hardly see you, sis, because the sun is going down.
Oh, you can't see? Oh,
There we go. Hey now.
yeah. So yeah, if God put me through all of that for me to save these lives out here and talk to people, like I go to the lockdown facilities and talk to the youth,
Mm,
it was worth it. It was worth it.
mm,
I'm so glad he kept me. I'm so
mm.
glad he kept me. He's still keeping me.
That's because you had a purpose, you know.
Yeah.
And God moved on purpose, for the purpose, for His purpose, and you accepted that purpose, and just thank God that you moved the way you moved, and you accepted the message. You know, I'm grateful for that. What are you doing now? Because I know what you're doing now, but I don't know everything. But
Right.
what are you doing now? 'Cause, you just here,
I'm
you're
s-
there,
I'm
this
still writing.
you still writing? Yes, because did you still have your own publishing company?
Yeah,
Okay,
yes, I still got it. Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm still writing. Um, I'm gonna publish another. I have a little man who's a writer. Gonna publish his book. But I'm trying to get more into this TV thing. Of course, I did a Netflix documentary that's out. It's called Crack, Cocaine, and Corruption.
Mm,
It's a documentary, and it's really, really good because although I knew a lot of stuff, watching it again, you know, I was complicit, just like a lot of people, but I'm gonna take my own accountability. Complicit in the crack cocaine, um, spilling it out to my community. You know what I'm saying? I was complicit in that. And looking at that documentary again, it broke my heart to see some things, man. But I was a
Mm,
product of my environment. And my story is a little different. Some people did that because they had to feed their families. I didn't. I grew up with both parents, never went hungry, never wore hand-me-downs. I was greedy. I loved money. I loved the dress. And that's why I got into that, you know? So, I don't have like a rags to riches story, but again, my choices came with consequences.
mm,
So yeah, well, Netflix, I did the BET American Gangster Trap Queen season 3, and I'm just trying to get more into some more TV projects, and just do um more positive things, talking to the youth and things like that. I want to solve the homeless problem. There's a lot of things I want to do, so I'm gonna start talking. I'd already had a meeting with Mayor Adams before he ever became mayor, and it was a
uh-huh.
good, good conversation over lunch because there's so many things that I think the government could be spending money on that they're not, and
Mm,
it just doesn't make sense to me why, the homeless population is, you know, the way it is.
right.
So,
I want to
yeah,
say thank you for your vulnerability. Thank you for
yeah,
your candidness, for saying that you didn't have a right to book the story. You got into it for the love of money. And thank you for uh, giving the story of the consequences. Because a lot of people just see the glitz and the glam and the fast life and the money and the cars and the clothes and things of that nature, but they don't really understand what goes on, the price that comes with that. It could be
yeah,
a loved one life. You have to do a mental health for the rest of your life. Always having to watch back. And I really think that you're doing a really great thing by telling your story. You uh, because it's healing, and that's your medicine, and your
yeah,
medicine can be able to heal someone else, especially
yeah.
if people are getting into that game, especially
I
for
mean,
young women.
that was the purpose of writing my book. Well, no, when I wrote the book because I was in pain, but that process was very therapeutic. It was
Mm,
amazing to me how I was in so much pain and I was just sick. I even left New York City and moved to the South. And as I got it out of me, I it really lifted the
mm,
burden. And it was really as if it was pouring out of me onto the paper. And I was just kind of, you know, emptying myself of that pain. So
mm.
yeah, that was very therapeutic for me writing that book. And I tell anybody, even if you don't want to be an author, but if you have a journal, get it out of you,
Yeah,
write. You know what I'm saying? Because it helps.
it really
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
It really does help. And that's one of my medicines, writing and journaling. And like you said, you will literally feel it lifting off of you because you hold that pain on the inside, and it manifests, into some.
yeah.
It's an echo in your background.
Hmm.
There's an echo
Huh?
in your background. There's an echo in your background.
I've been hearing it for a while now. I don't know what it is.
Are you logged on from another camera?
Huh?
Are you logged on from another camera?
No, I'm just on my phone right now.
Okay. Yeah, but we just gonna have to work around that. So okay, we're not gonna let that stop this.
Right?
But you're just amazing to me, and just the fact that you're not glorifying the fast life.
Yeah.
The
You know
fact
what?
that go ahead.
When BET reached out to me, it was very important to me that it wasn't glorified. Those people are very intrigued by drugs, money, and prison. And it got me so upset. And I lashed out at the
Mm.
white people because they don't understand my culture, but you want to make money off of it. And
Right.
I told them that, I mean, at least study my culture and tell me what you've learned before you come and ask me for my story.
Right.
So I said, listen, if this is a cautionary tale, then I need to talk about the people that I lost and why this life wasn't productive at all. It's a death sentence, for some. So, yeah, they have their ways of doing stuff, and I try my best not to glorify it because there's nothing to be glorified. It's nothing to
Right.
brag about, you know, the cause of this and that. What was it? It was all a facade. It was an
Right.
illusion.
Right.
So
A
it was
smoke
very
screen.
important to me because you got people watching this. You got still these young, impressionable minds out here that I don't want them to ever think that it's cool. You know, there's nothing wrong with going to school, becoming an entrepreneur, having a career, working. That's gangster to me more than anything.
Mm.
Taking care of your family, your
Right.
household. So yeah,
Mm-hmm. I say. Oh, yes, sis. Yes. You need your own talk show. You need your own talk show for you to talk that talk to them. I grew up in a family like that. Fortunately for me, I didn't have to do it. I watched them. And it was hard, sending packages, you know, going to VI and um, whether they was upstate or up north or on the island, and then missing your loved ones and you don't want to hold because they getting into it, and it's just an ongoing trauma. It's an ongoing trauma situation that starts from the streets, and they make money off of it, and they make money off of us, whether it's in the
yeah,
streets or whether they are in jail or whether they are dead. You know.
yeah,
So I just want to say thank you from telling your story from a woman's side. Because we
yeah,
normally would hear it from from a male side, and not only that, you was a mother. You was a mother. Like, how was it raising a daughter? At that.
well,
And
my
first of
daughter,
all, before you answer, sis, I want to say kudos to you because I remember when your daughter graduated from college. It was for IT or something like that,
yes,
right? And I'm just yeah, and she was living in Cali or something like that,
Atlanta,
Atlanta, and had a nice car and came over there to that organization to just to do some internship, and I just that's dope. So kudos to you for having your journey and raising a daughter that is just out there doing it and graduated from
yeah,
college and just being a boss queen herself. So kudos to you for that.
yeah. Well, you know what? Growing up, education was big in my family. My father was Jamaican, so he
Mm,
didn't play. So even before my daughter
mm,
was born, I had already knew how her education was going to go. So I
mm,
had that already mapped out in my head. I wasn't going to allow whatever I've been through or put myself through to dictate how she was going to come up. So yeah, and I'm so proud of her, man. My
mm,
daughter, yeah, she's definitely a boss. She owns her own home. She makes six figures twice, um, about
mm.
$200,000 a year. Um, she just started her own ATM machine company. I walked in her house back in May and was like, "What the hell is this? It's a goddamn ATM machine in the living room. What are you doing?" She said, "Oh, I'm about
She
to
got
start
an
my own
ATM
business." I said,
machine in
"Okay."
her living room.
I'm like, "What an ATM machine in the goddamn living room?" I was like, "What's happening?" So I was there that Monday. She rented a truck, drove it to some beauty salon because you have a lot of business that's cash only.
Mm,
She went in there and installed it. I got a video of her. She installed it. Now she just called me. She got another one delivered, sitting in the living room, and she she know these people that own these clubs. She might drive that one to Alabama and put it in there. I'm like, yo, God, I thank God every day because I tell him if he's ready to close my eyes today or tomorrow, I don't have to worry about that little girl. She gonna be
Mm,
okay, and that's it.
mm. Give
That's it.
thanks for that. Give, give,
Absolutely,
give thanks for that.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
where can well, first of all, do you have anything that you want to any words of encouragement or positive words you want to say to anyone?
I tell people trust the process. If you got something that you want to do and you feel like it's not happening, trust the process. It's going to
Mm,
happen. I work with the universe, and when the universe says it's ready, then that's when it's ready. That's when it's going to happen.
right,
My journey was
right.
long with the book and getting on TV. One second. I'm sorry. Yeah, getting on TV and things like that. My process was long. It was long. It wasn't no easy process. And I thank God. I'm so sorry, y'all. I really thank God that He kept me. But I tell people, listen, respect the process. Do not allow anybody to discourage you from doing what you want to do. Do not allow because you got a lot of people that's negative. They have bad energy, and just because they don't believe in what you're doing, as long as you believe in what you're doing, do it. Do it. Step out on faith
Mm,
sometimes.
Ashe,
Sometimes you have to step out
Ashe.
on faith, and don't be afraid of failure. Failure is just a lesson, it's an experience. So what?
Mm, mm,
Yeah, so what?
mm,
You know, a lot of us,
mm.
and I don't like to say the word fail. It's not failing, it's just an experience. That's it,
Right,
you
right,
know,
right,
and it just teaches you
right,
what you have to do better the next time. That's it. It's not a
right.
failure.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
Words from Miss T. So where can everyone find you?
Oh my goodness.
And where can they
Well,
get your book?
my books are on Amazon, or my website, www.shemistee.com. Um, for signed copies, they can hit me on Cash App, $MSTEE134. And of course, they can see me on Netflix, the Crack documentary. They can see me on BET, American Gangster Trap Queen season 3, episode 5, and that's on the BET Plus app. Next year, it'll probably go to the BET network. And I got a couple of other projects coming out. I heard, oh my God, I need y'all prayers. My partner just told me that one of the projects that I have, Denzel is looking at. It's a documentary.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
So
whoop, whoop. Did
if
Dale.
he if he becomes the executive producer of that, that's gonna be so dope. Oh my, that's gonna put me up. Ooh.
Yes.
So yeah. But other than that,
Yes.
you know what?
Yes.
I just live my life as a humble person. I don't chase nothing. I just let things happen. I stay humble. I treat people well because that matters in how your life is going to move going forward. You got to treat people good.
Mm,
I don't care how far I get in this business, I'm always going to be the same old Miss T. That's it.
yes. And you
That's
sure
it.
have been. You sure have been. And I just want to say thank you for everything. When we didn't see each other for a few years, then we bumped into each other early this year in the Bronx. You was getting
Right.
awarded at our brother Kev's event, and that's when
Yep.
I started doing my spoken word. I was doing what I love, what I always love to do, and
Yes.
finally the world hit. And, you had those words for me as well. Like,
Yeah.
do, do what speaks to your heart, you know, and let go. So
Yeah.
I just want to thank you, and I want to say I love you, and thank you for being my big sis. And I truly, truly admire you. Always encourage yourself, you know. And you know me, since everybody didn't like me at one time, you understood. It was one of the things where you understood where I was coming from. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for being Miss T.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you. Thank you for
So,
allowing me to bless your platform and listen. I appreciate this and I wish you much success. And you know what? I'm glad that you're doing something on mental illness because it's a lot of us walking around undiagnosed.
yes.
And that trauma is something serious. You know what? I'm gonna say something, before we go off. I used to debate with my sister about slave mentality. Like,
Ah,
nobody, I, I couldn't buy into it.
ah,
I couldn't buy into it because I'm like, I ain't never been no slave. They ain't never been no slave, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you something. One of my supporters on YouTube said, Miss T, you got to check out a documentary by Dr. Joy DeGruy.
Joy
Powerful.
degree.
It's an hour and 20 minutes. But
Mm-hmm.
within 10 minutes, I was sold. I got
Mm,
slave mentality just like that.
mm-hmm.
It's a real thing. And it's
You
because of the
know,
trauma that has trickled down from our ancestors onto us from our parents and whoever it has affected. It's real. It's definitely
it's
real.
funny.
But I
It's funny
say
that.
that to say it's so many
Mhm.
of us walking around here undiagnosed. And with black people, we always be like, oh, that's my crazy auntie so and so. That's always what, instead of people going to get help or encouraging our family members or whomever to go get help. It's serious. It's serious. We got
It
to
is
take that
serious.
serious.
And I'm so glad you said that. I guess that's my segue because I had wanted to do an episode on Willie Lynch and his letter
Hmm.
and how he said, "Leave the body, but take the mind." It all starts
Mm.
from here. You feel me? And when you say you just strip it down, I talk about the wound trauma. I was dealing with wound trauma. Us as women,
Mm.
all our trauma is stored inside our womb. What, not only that, when our ancestors was slavery, their spirituality got taken from them. So they wasn't able to heal their wound. So they watched their men get beat, straight burnt, all kind of things. So they took that with them to their grave. So they wasn't able to
Hmm.
heal that. So they got passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. Like you said, and here we go. We are the chosen one. You are the chosen one for your bloodline because you're the bloodline of your ancestors from all that trauma. And I am chosen as well. So it's funny that you said that. And y'all know about Willie Lynch, whoever's watching, he was a white motivational speaker for the slave owners. He came from the West Indies, and he used to go to plantation, and he was in Virginia, and he wrote and he made a speech on Virginia Beach saying how to take our mind but leave the body. So
Hmm.
it's really funny that you said that, and it was all about putting us against each other, putting the light skin in the house and the dark skins in the field, and girl, grab my book and read an excerpt from it. when you said
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was ready to get up and go to that bookshop and go get it. But I'm gonna do a whole episode on Willie Lynch. But I just want to say thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so kindly, for coming through. And
Thank you.
thank you for
It
dropping
was
that
my
last
pleasure.
truth. That's Mr. Slave mentality. And I want to say thank you. Make sure y'all
Yeah.
hit T up for her book, Harlem Heroin. Wait, hold on, let me do it right. Do it right. right? If I got it right, I got it.
Yep.
Yes, Miss Tia. Make sure y'all check out her show on Netflix and on BET. So I just
Yeah.
want to say thank you for this. I love you. Get home safe, and I'm proud of you. And keep doing.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too, sis. Listen, keep doing what you're doing. Just keep
Thank
at it.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I am. Thank you. I appreciate you. So take care.
Okay, you too. Good night, everyone.
Yes. So that was Miss T, Harlem Heroin. It was a pleasure to have her on there. That's my sis. She's busy, and she had interview today, and that's why she was home in her car. She pulled over just to, be a guest on my show, because she wasn't able to make it home in time because her interviews had ran over. So I just want to say thank you to her, and I hope that she get home safe. And thank you to everyone that's still watching. But I want to, before I end the show, this episode here, I want to talk about baggage, and baggage that we carry. And as me and Miss T just was talking about, trauma. And I just want to say that everybody knows that I went through quite a bit ordeal. And when I went through that nervous breakdown, I had realized that I was carrying so much trauma and so much baggage. Baggage from my childhood that I didn't let go, baggage from past relationships that I didn't let go, baggage from friendships that I didn't let go. And what I want to say to everyone is, if you do not let go of your baggage, it will spill over into your future. And your baggage, you'll have so much baggage in your hand that you will not be able to receive your blessings because your hand is closed. So you have to free up your baggage and open your hand so that your blessings can come to you freely. And I say that because the past few weeks, a lot of light has been being shined on my baggage. You come to every journey in your healing, you come to a different level in it. So you can could have done the work and all the spiritual baths and prayers and journaling and things of that nature. But when the test comes, when it comes in your face, it's like, okay, are you still holding on to it? And I realized that I was still holding on to fear. I was still holding on to some insecurities, and kept thinking about past things that has hurt me, and letting that affect the new relationships that's in my life now. And I have realized that I cannot charge the new in my life for the old. Gotta let go of the baggage so that I can enjoy the now. So yes, so if you hold on to any baggage, any kind of baggage, let it go. Let it go. It's in the past. It's not going to do nothing for you in your future or in your present, because your present is a present to be living in that moment. So I'm learning how to live in the moment, not worry about the future, and not worry about what happened to me in the past. So I just want to say thank you, thank you to everyone that still tunes in, to the show every week, that still supports, that still shares, the likes, the comments, the subscribes. I greatly, greatly appreciate you all. Next week we're gonna have another guest. We're gonna keep this thing going till I can't do it no more. And also stay tuned. Let me see. Let me see if I got this up here. Stay tuned because me and my business partner, we're throwing a showcase. So if there are any artists, poets, comedians, things of that nature, hit me up. 347-839-5682. Text me and let me know if you want to be a part of the showcase. It's going to be done sometime in August, and it's going to be in Harlem. Again, you're looking for artists, comedians, poets, things of that nature. Hit me up, 347-839-5682. It's going to be outstanding show. I don't want to give away the location yet until we fully lock it in, but it's going to be dope. Also, if you're in Brooklyn or in New York, August 27th, make sure y'all come through and come get the Cosmic Mini Workshop. I will be opening for the one and only King Simon, Lloyd Strayhorn, and Elosen Netra. Yes, come through. It's going to be dope. It's going to be come get spiritually aligned. It's going to be at Nicholas BK in Bed-Stuy. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful event. Yes. So yeah, you know, we move forward. Like I said, let go of the baggage, move forward. And if I had let a lot of baggage go. That's why I was able to move forward with this podcast and, let go of fear and get out there and, speak in front of people and things of that nature. But there's more baggage that I had to let go so that I can receive the divine love and the divine blessings and divine abundance and a divine prosperity in order to move forward. So again, I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Each and every week. Thank you for the support. This is my therapy to be able to talk about and bring awareness to mental health. I great. Oh, thank you. Thank you to my business partner. Oh, yes. I will be the motivator. How can I forget this? And I didn't upload this on here. I'll be a motivational speaker for Easy Living Shelter. I will be speaking to the youth on mental health and suicide. How can I forget that? I want to say shout out to my business partner for pointing that out to me just now. And that's going to be on July 30th, and that's going to be in the Bronx. I will upload that flyer, and I will definitely make sure I blast it out, and I'm going to share it next week on the show. So, again, thank you so kindly. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure last week I challenged y'all to do something for yourself. Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it? Or did you say, I'm going to wait till tomorrow or I'm going to wait till next week? No, take care of yourself. So I challenge you again, do something for yourself tonight. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself. Do that. Try it. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. Look at your fingers and admire your fingers. Look at your toes and admire your toes. Shit, fuck it. Stand in the mirror butt naked and say, I love you. I love every part of you because you chose this body to come to this earth. You did. When you was on the other side, you chose your body. So love your body. That's your first home. Your body, this shell here, is your first home. So no matter what your living situation may be like, your home, your first home is your body. So I just want to say thank you. I love y'all. Go do something for yourself and be great. Be prosperous, be prosperous and abundant. Thank y'all. Peace.